Guys, I screwed up. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Yes, it's freezing. It's very cold. But anyway, let's get to the topic at hand. After many comments, many questions, many DMs regarding the cam in Pop's car, I think it's safe to say at this point, I screwed up. Let me explain. All right, guys, without getting too long-winded, let's go back to 2019 when we were building Project 4 to 8, our first giveaway car. We had an engine out of a 87 LX that was going to go in that car. Well, that engine was bone stock, and we come later to find out that it had a cracked block for whatever reason. And before we scrapped it, I said, hey, I want to pull the speed density cam out of that car because those are notoriously aggressive factory cams. And in the back of my mind, it was for the Pop's car build. Now I'll explain why. All right, so I knew that we were going to be building an engine for Pop's car, and I also knew that I didn't want any hunting, I didn't want any surging, I didn't want any drivability issues because it is, in fact, my wife's car. Swap the cams. This engine had a B cam in it. I pulled it out. I don't want idling, bucking, surging issues with this engine. She's a cruiser, so did put a speed density cam, which if you know, you know. Those cams are a little tiny bit more aggressive than the later mass air cams, so got a little sauce there. So with that being said, I was going to try and get max power out of a basically stock combo, and that's what I had in my head. So I tore the engine down, I pulled the cam out, and we put it away for later use, because it wasn't until 2022 that we actually put the engine together for Pop's car. And so when it came time to put that engine together, I put that cam, as far as I could remember, into Pop's car. So, you know, as you well know, we did a full resto on the Pop's car engine. It looks factory, does have GT40 iron heads, all that. What I thought was a speed density cam. And then we took it to the dyno. Well, I'll say without any, there was no denying in my mind, Pop's car should have made around 220, 225. It had the heads, but it still had the stock intake and the stock cam. Well, Pop's car made 271, which kind of blew everybody's mind, but hey, you know, it is what it is. Again, factory intake, all of that. So it had a bottleneck on the top of the engine. I was surprised, but you know, okay, whatever, is what it is. All right, so let's come full circle here. After the engine being in the car for a good 6 to 8 months, lots of videos, you know, lots of driving around of the car, the dyno, there's absolutely no way I put a stock speed density cam in it. You listen to it idle. I talked to Brutal the other night on the phone. I sent him a video of it. I was like, is there any possible way? It does have 1.7 roller rockers, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you now. My 92, when it was in its infancy, had a stock cam and roller rockers. I couldn't tell. Maybe a little bit. And again, when you listen to Pop's car, there's just no way. There's no way. All right, boys. So at this point, I'm left with two possibilities. The first one is I grabbed the wrong cam. Now, let me preface this by saying when we pulled the cam out of the other engine, actually I pulled it out. I didn't pay any attention to it. The engine was bone stock. Like I said, it was supposed to go in 4 to 8. It was down to the factory headers, a stock engine. We found the block was cracked. I pulled the cam, scrapped the engine. So possibility number 1 is someone put a cam in that engine at some point. I kind of doubt it, but you know, stranger things have happened. The second possibility is I picked up the wrong cam. I looked at the shop. I can't find it. So, I don't know. Either I picked up one of the B cams that we had laying around at the shop, or the stock engine, bone stock engine, down to the factory manifolds, had a cam in it. So, that's going to explain 2 things. The first thing is the extra horsepower that the car made, far beyond my expectations, just based on everything I've seen. And number 2, the idle that is basically chopping down trees. So I say all that to say, again, I didn't want a big cam in this car. I didn't want any drivability issues for it, so that she could enjoy the car without any hunting, surging, stalling, any of that stuff. But at this point, the power, the idle, and the drivability is great. Like, there's no hunting or surging. There's been no tuning done on the PCM, any of that. So we got the extra power. We got the choppy chop, which this car sounds freaking amazing. I'm not going to lie. Everywhere I'd stop and get gas, people are just loving it. And that was part of the reason, you know, I was just like, there's no way. There's no way. So there you go, guys. That is the story. I don't know what's in it. I know what I thought I put in it, and clearly it isn't. That's the best thing I can, that's what I got. All right, boys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. But I had to do this video. The main reason is because I've had so many people ask me what cam it is, and I've told them, you know, it's a stock, you know, 87, 88 speed density cam. And they're like, man, that sounds amazing. And I say, yeah, it's got 1.7 roll rockers. But I have to now admit that I probably put it. I had to have put a cam. The car does not have a vacuum leak. It's smoked. It's been smoke tested. There's no vacuum leak. It has a cam in it. I don't know. I'm assuming it would probably be a letter cam, maybe an old comp. I don't know, but I can't deny it. There's no way it's a stock cam. So there you go, guys. I hope that helps. And I guess I need to check my part numbers before I go sliding things in these engines. Didn't really feel like I had any reason to, just based on the engine being stock. But anyway, you live and learn. There you go. Pop's car has some sort of mystery cam in it. It sounds freaking amazing, and I love it. So it's the best thing I can tell you at this point. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, big thumbs up. Make sure you smash that subscribe button. We'll catch you on the next one.